I do not have any master except the Filipino people. Nobody but nobody. You must be respectful. Do not just throw away questions and statements.
Following President Duterte's landslide victory in the 2016 elections, his administration immediately implemented its centerpiece program, which aimed to usher the country into the so-called golden age of infrastructure by spending approximately 9 trillion Philippine pesos on roads, bridges, and transportation systems over the next 5 years and until his term ends this year. The ambitious program gave birth to the government's Build, Build, Build project, which aims to increase public infrastructure spending to around 7.3% of GDP by the end of the Duterte administration, up from an average of 2.9% during the previous administration. As of July 2021, 214 airport projects, 451 commercial, social, and tourism port projects, 29,264 kilometers of roads, 5,950 bridges, 11,340 flood control projects, 222 evacuation centers, and 150,149 classrooms had been completed under the infrastructure program. Now, let's take a look at the 10 new mega projects in the Philippines under Duterte's administration. Beef number 10, Clark International Airport expansion. The new 116,000 square meter terminal was handed over to the Philippine government on January 22, 2021. It was completed in less than 2 years. The passenger terminal is part of the Philippine government's Build, Build, Build program. The total investment in the new terminal is close to 12.55 billion Philippine pesos, or $243 million. The project was supposed to relieve congestion at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, which serves Manila and the surrounding metropolitan area. The work is the first phase of the airport's expansion, which will increase passenger capacity from 4 million to 12.2 million per year. Number 9, New Manila International Airport. Also known as Bulacan International Airport, is a proposed international airport on the coast of Bulacan, 35 kilometers north of Manila. San Miguel Corporation proposed the project, which will aid in the decongestion of Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The airport is part of the Duterte administration's flagship infrastructure program. The proposed airport will be built on a 2,500-hectare coastal property as part of a 12,000-hectare township that will also include a residential zone, government center, seaport, and industrial zone. The 735.63 billion Philippine pesos airport development will include a passenger terminal building, airside and landside facilities, and an airport toll road and railway. The project's first phase of construction, which includes 2 runways and terminal buildings, began on October 14, 2020, and is expected to be completed by 2026. Number 8, Metro Rail Transit Line 7. Also known as MRT Line 7 or MRT7, is a rapid transit line in the Philippines that is currently under construction. The line will be 22.8 kilometers long when completed, with 14 stations. The line runs northeast-southwest from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, to the North Triangle Common Station on North Avenue in Quezon City. The line will run through Metro Manila, passing through Quezon City and Caloocan, and is expected to boost business and commerce at its intermodal terminal station in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. The MRT7 project is expected to cost 62.7 billion Philippine pesos, with additional plans for capacity expansion to accommodate a possible increase in passenger ridership in the future. Number 7. Cavite-Laguna Expressway and Laguna Lakeshore Expressway. The Laguna Lakeshore Expressway dike is a proposed expressway in the Philippines that will run from Taguig in Metro Manila to Calamba and Los Baños in Laguna de Bay. The project will include the construction of a 47-kilometer-long 6-lane dike, as well as bridges, pumping stations, and ancillary floodgates. The project also includes the reclamation of 700 hectares west of and adjacent to the expressway dike in Taguig and Muntinlupa, separated from the shoreline by a 100 to 150-meter channel. It aims to build a high-quality highway connecting the southern part of Metro Manila to Laguna, as well as a dike to prevent flooding in the western coastal communities along Laguna Lake. The expressway is expected to cost 36.74 billion Philippine pesos. When completed, it is expected to relieve traffic congestion in the Muntinlupa and Calamba areas, as well as serve as a flood control measure for communities on Laguna de Bay's western shore. Number 6. Mindanao Railway. The Mindanao Railway Project, formerly known as the Trans-Mindanao High-Speed Railway, is a proposed intercity rail system in Mindanao, the Philippines' southernmost major island. The line was originally proposed in 1936 as part of Manuel L. Quezon's efforts to strengthen the Commonwealth government's presence in Mindanao against the rising influence of Imperial Japan prior to World War II, but it was shelved. Other proposals and studies were made in the 1950s, 1990s, and 2000s, but they never came true. The current line's development began in 2018, with construction scheduled to begin in late 2021. It will be built as a single-track standard gauge system initially, with diesel-powered rolling stock, but with provisions for upgrading to double-track and electrification via overhead lines. In its current form, the system will be built as a 1,544 kilometers long network with a total track length of 2,278 kilometers, with the centerpiece being a circumferential main line connecting some of the island's major cities. The first phase will be the Tagum-Digos segment of the circumferential main line, which will be built first. This segment will be partially operational by 2022, with full operation beginning in 2024. The Mindanao Railway Phase 1 is one of the major infrastructure projects to be funded by Chinese government official development assistance loans. The remaining 17 segments will be built between Phases 2 and 10, with a completion date between 2032 and 2037. Number 5. Metro Manila Subway Line 9. Formerly known as the Mega Manila Subway, is an underground rapid transit line in Metro Manila that is currently under construction. The 36-kilometer line will run north-south between Quezon City, Pasig, Makati, Taguig, and Pasay, serving 15 stations between the Quirino Highway and FTI stations. It will also be the country's second direct airport rail link, with a branch line connecting to Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Construction began on February 27, 2019, and is scheduled to be completed by 2025. The project is expected to cost 227 billion Philippine pesos and will be included in the national budget in subsequent years. It is expected to be the most costly transportation project undertaken by the Duterte administration. Japan's government has expressed willingness to assist in covering the line's expenses, and the first installment of a 104.5 billion yen loan has been signed. Number 4. North-South Commuter Railway. The North-South Railway project is a proposed railway line connecting Metro Manila, the Philippines' national capital region, and Legazpi City, the capital of Albay Province. The project is part of the government of the Philippines' goal of catalyzing economic and urban growth in the island's most populous regions by providing critical connectivity via a world-class passenger rail service, a commuter rail or North-South Commuter Railway of 56 kilometers in length, and a long-haul passenger rail service of 653 kilometers between Metro Manila and the underserved regions of South Luzon and